Hello students, welcome in 3rd standard EVS class. I am Swati Kadam, working in Kekewa English School. Students, in our last session, we have started our first lesson of environment and we have completed our half part of that lesson. Let's take a short recap that what we have learned in that half part. Students, we have seen that there are many things in our environment to make our environment, and environment again divided into two parts, that are living things and the non-living things. Then after we have seen the characteristics of living things, that are that living things can move on their own, they need food also to grow. Then after, living things can produce young ones like themselves also. Then again we have seen that living things again divided into two kinds, that are plants and animals. So students, that much information we have learned in our first part. Now we have to continue our remaining part of that lesson. So here the first topic is of our lesson is that the relationship between all the things of the environment. Students, water and air are also the part of environment, and all living things need of them to grow. Even living things want a house. They build the house to survive safely. Even the sparrow also build the nest. See here, you can see the nest of the sparrow or any bird. Students, birds build the house, build the nest to survive safely. For building the nest, they want twigs, threads, then after cotton also. And with the help of these things, they build their nest. And all these things they get from the environment. Even we, human beings, also get the cotton, wool, silk from our environment. And we wear the clothes from them. Students, we also build the house. And for that purpose, we want the material like clay, stones, mud, wood. With the help of this material, we build our house. And these all things also we get from our environment. Seedlings scattered by the wind. Sometimes some seedlings scattered by the winds and that grow on another new place. It is the result of that they grow at another place. Students, in this way, the environment helps the plant to grow at new places. Then after, animals like vulture, foxes eat the flesh of the dead animals. In this way, they clean our environment. Because of that, our environment gets clean. Then after, the decay of the dead animals. Students, the remains decay of the dead animals mix in the soil. The leaves of the trees fall off. They also rot and mix in the soil. Because of that, our soil gets fertile. And this fertile soil is very, very nice and useful to the plants. It nourishing to the plants. It means that the living things bring changes into non-living things also. Then after, I want to explain you that, first of all first tell me which animal it is? Yes, correct. It is a sheep. Students, as you know that sheep's body is covered with the wool. And sheep feed on the leaves of the shrub. When it does so, on that times, the seeds of the shrub can cut into the wool of the sheep. And whenever the sheep go at another place, on that time it may fall off. Thus, in this way, the seedlings can grow at the new place, at another place. It means that the sheep as an animal and the shrub as a plant can help each other. So students, in this way we have learned that all the animals from this environment depend upon one another. Even they bring the changes into the each other's life also. In this way, we have completed our lesson of our environment. Remember that our environment is very important for us. We have to take care of them, and we should not allow to go waste all the things from our environment. So students, here our first chapter, our environment, is completed. You have to read this lesson very carefully, then you can clear up your other doubts also. So students, enjoy your study, and thank you.